McCarthy. Number 4, O'Connor. Number 5, Ahern. Number 6, Infield Given. Number 7, Ed Craig. Number 8, P. O'Gorman. Number 9, Tommy Murphy. Number 10, P. O'Gorman. Number 11, B. Craig. Number 12, P. O'Gorman. Number 13, O'Connor. The referee on this occasion is Mr. Stephen Sheen of the field, and the linesmen are Brendan Sheen, red flag, and Tommy Manning, yellow flag. This match has been generously sponsored by the Academy Award Junior Club, Country Cross, Limerick. The portal is advised that an interest and draw after 90 minutes tonight, 10 minutes each way is the time of the play. Thank you.
You're right. Oh, it's right. What's your home? You're up in there.
Ja, vad är det?
Vilken var det?
Det är en benchling,
I'll be wanting you in a few minutes. Oh yeah? Not too bad. Lads, are your team lining out the same as last night? Is there any changes?
No, we don't change that.
No change?
Yeah. I know.
Well, here we are beginning now for the replay of the Desmond Cup after the near draw on Saturday night. This is the deciding night for it. There's only one change in the Broadford team. Eamon O'Brien comes on instead of Denny Scollard on the wing. Bins line out as they did on the last night. Now John Sheehy and Charlie Butler ready to kick off. Waiting for the referee now to give him the go ahead. Yeah. And the ball is kicked off now, and Danny Egan pumps it into the Bins penalty area. Billy O'Brien is on it now, and he has a shot at goal, and it is easily taken by Murphy and goal, so St. Bins. A long clearance out to the wing, tapped on by Petter. Mastiff is given on the ball now for Bins, and it's cleared, taken away by Morris McCarthy. Cleared out the field, out to Danny Egan. He misses it. Seamus Quaid kicks it in, but it's gone wide.
All right, well done, come on. Go on, Bins.
Eamon Six now placing the ball for the kick out. A long clearance from Eamon O'Brien dropping in the Bins half of the field. Cleared then again by Benji Sheehy. A race between Charlie Butler and Murphy. It goes out over the line for a throw to Bins. Benji Sheehy on the ball again, dropping it in high into the penalty area. O'Shea is there, gets his head to it and cleared away by Eugene Sheehy. John Sheehy on the ball now for Broadford. Cleared by Terry Quaid on the ball now. Eamon O'Brien battling there with him for it. And it's Eamon O'Brien now and Ted Quaid racing for the ball, and Ted Quaid sends it out over the line for a throw to Broadford.
Well done. Come on again, Ted, come on.
Eugene Sheehy takes the throw. It is brother John, but John doesn't get it. Eamon Sexton gets the rebound. Danny Egan across the field. Charlie Butler on the ball. Morris McCarthy, and he's dropped in and easily collected by the keeper Murphy for Bins. A long high ball out, well into the Broadford half of the field. Father Gorman sends it across to the wing. Murphy is on it for Bins. Murphy to Benji Sheehy. And Morris McCarthy again gets a touch to clear it out. And Father Gorman gets it now. And his shot is cleared out by Eamon Sexton to Eamon O'Brien. And Sean Gorman kicks it over the line for the throw to Broadford. Eugene Sheehy on the ball for Broadford on to Eamon O'Brien. Out over the line by Conor Ahern for Vince, throw to Broadford. Broadford settling down well in the first few minutes. To throw to Eamon O'Brien. It is cleared away by Sean McCarthy to Father Gorman. Across the field to Murphy for Bins. Tackled by Peter Madigan and beaten. And the ball is taken away by Danny Egan. And the free in to Bins. 30 yards off from the Broadford goals. Mikey Connors places the ball for the free kick. all the way. He stands like a long way to take this kick. Now Teddy Quaid runs up to it and Teddy takes the free. Out to Mikey Connors and he sends it right over the top for a kick out to Broadford.
Come on, okay, let's talk. Come on, okay, well in the ball.
Eamon Sexton plays the ball now for the kick out. A fine kick out there from Eamon Sexton, dropping well into the bins half, knocked out by Conor Ahern, kicked back in by Johnny Gorman. John Sheehy on the ball now, Billy O'Brien, being chased by Massey Fitzgibbon. Billy gets a free in at a toe. Charlie Butler throws it to Billy. Back to Billy again. A lovely cross across the penalty area. Eamon O'Brien is on it. Inside just in the edge of the penalty area now. He's watched closely by Shawnee McCarthy. Conor Ahern clears it out. Out to Padder Gorman. To Tommy Murphy. Danny Egan beats him and he gets back at Danny Egan again and wins the ball. He's on the ball now. Clears it again, but Charlie Butler has it. Now Peter Mergen and kicks it over the line for a throw to Binns. Teddy Quaid is in it from the toe, has the ball. He's working his way through. He drops the ball in and the goal race between the goal and Harvey Quaid for the ball. And it's a free in. Tackle on Harvey Quaid by the goalkeeper just outside the penalty area. A free in for St. Binns. Padder Gorman coming across to take it.
Come on, Ed, knock it in.
Broadford organising the defence there. The free has him hold back the player. Padder Gorman takes the free now, across the edge of the box, and it's gone out wide.
Hello!
10 minutes gone and still no score here.
One on midfield. One Joe.
The kick out taken by Eamon Scollard. Nodded on by John Sheehy. Mikey Connors taps it back to his own keeper. He brings it to the edge of the penalty area. Gets a long clearance out the field onto Sean Gorman. Taps it on, but Eamon O'Brien is on the ball now. He goes through one man. He's beaten the second man now, and he's tackled by Teddy Quaid. But there's Eugene Sheehy again for it. Crosses it into the penalty area, and Mikey Connors comes out with it. It's a free out. Taps it back to the goalkeeper. Murphy with a long clearance again, well into the Broadford half. Headed out by Eugene Sheehy again. And it's another free to St. Binns. Binns Sheehy being fouled there. Mikey Connors comes up to take it. Just inside the Broadford half. A good free kick. Well nodded down by Miles McCarthy now. Well out by Charlie Butler again. Nodded on there into his own half by Conor Ahern and puts Eamon O'Brien, but he sends it well wide. A chance there for Broadford. Fine crowd here again tonight for the replay. A record crowd the last night for the night of the draw. The Desmond League Cup final. Here comes Mikey Connors now with the kick out for Binns again. A long clearance well into the Broadford half this time. Nodded out by Joe Shea, out to Danny Egan. Danny Egan pushes it through. But Mikey Connor's getting it and backing into Charlie Butler. Charlie Butler turns it cleared out again, and he comes to Joe Shea. And he gets his free out.
That's the stuff, Harvey, great stuff.
Damon Sexton to take this free from outside his own penalty area. He taps it back to the keeper. Eamon's collared. Eamon with a good clearance out, well into the Bins half, nodded down by Joe Gorman for Bins. And Morris McCaffrey is there, and Eugene Sheehy, and gets his free kick. Eamon Sexton to take it. Halfway between the penalty area and his own halfway line. A long kick here, I'd say, from Eamon. There's a good long one into John Sheehy, races through for it and gets across him, but it goes wide.
Let's keep the pressure on, kid. Come on. Come on, Joe.
Sean Foley here with me now. I'll just ask him a few words of where he thinks is going compared to the last night.
Well, as expected, like since the last night, we were expecting to be hot and fast here tonight, and a lot of pressure being put on by St. Ben's in the first 10-11 minutes, and chances falling to both sides with Eamon O'Brien getting one in there. And if it keeps up like this, there'll be some very tired players after for the second half of this game. We're back to Mike for the commentary again.
Thanks, Sean. A throw now to Bins, just inside the Broadford half. Benji Sheehy, Benji Sheehy takes it. A short one. It Bill Murphy, and it goes across the Broadford penalty area, but it's cleared well out the field by Eamon Sexton. Chased by Billy O'Brien and Mikey Connors. Mikey boots it well out over the line. The throw to Broadford.
Come on, Harvey, come on. Come on, half. Go wide. I mean, you see what's happening, then you go in. Don't get any weight forward. Wait, what's happening?
Danny Egan takes the throw. Into John Sheehy, back to Danny Egan. Challenged by Tommy Murphy. Charlie Butler gets a tip in it, and Billy O'Brien is brought down. About 20 yards out. It is a free kick to Broadford. Eugene Sheehy placing the ball. This is direct, I think. It's direct all the way. Eugene coming up to take it now. A lovely ball into the goal mouth. Nodded on and out, just cleared out by Johnny McCaffrey out to Harvey Quaid. He tips it to his brother Seamus. But Seamus Sexton gets a boot in there and gets it cleared away to Morris McCaffrey. Plays it through to John Sheehy. John Sheehy followed by Conor Hearn, and Conor Hearn gives away the corner. First corner to Broadford. To be taken by Eugene Sheehy.
Come on, let's get it right.
He comes up now to take it. Nice corner across the edge of the box. It is cleared out there by Shawnee McCaffrey. Eamon Sexton wins it in there, but it falls to Tommy Murphy. And offside, Bins are offside there. Tommy Murphy offside for Bins. Peter Madigan takes it, he kicks it back to the keeper, Eamon Scollard. Eamon comes to the edge of his box and gets a good long kick out to Eamon O'Brien, and he nods it in. It is won by Thierry Quaid. Harvey and Thierry have been tackled now by Danny Egan. And he's still on the ball. He chips it across to Padel Gorman, to Tommy Murphy, to Mossy Fitzgibbon. Mossy has a good shot, but is well held there by Emil Scollard in the Broadford goals. And well clear, long clear out the field, out to Shawnee McCaffrey. He missed, Eugene Shee or Benji Shee, he miskicks the ball. But there's a free out now by Eamon O'Brien for a high tackle. Eamon O'Brien getting a yellow card there.
Come on, Benji, you got a second, man.
Mikey Connors now waiting to take the free kick. A good long free kick. Well nodded out by Josh here, but Ben's are offside anyway. Ross McCarthy takes a quick free back to the keeper. Eamon Scollard. Ted Quaid, nodded down by Ted Quaid. Down to Mossy Fitzgibbon. Challenged by Charlie Butler. He tips it in to Tommy Murphy, but Peter Madigan is there and kicks it out over the line for a throw to Bins.
Come on, Mikey!
Mikey Connors on the ball, a lovely tip in, and Harvey Quaid just misses it, but it's still Paddy Gorman on the ball. And across the Broadford goal mouth, but gone out over the in-line and wide. Still no score here in this game. They're still not settled down here, any of the teams. Eamon Scollard now with the long kick out again. One in here by Terry Quaid. Danny Egan wins it there, and Billy on to Billy O'Brien, and Billy nods it in, but cleared out by Mikey Connors. Nodded in again by Eugene Shee here, and out in by Conor Hearn. Eamon Sexton now clears it out again, but Terry Quaid is there waiting for it, for Bins, and he kicks a high one again. Again won by Eamon Sexton into Josh here, and Josh here tips it out to Eamon Sexton again. Eamon Sexton, and Paddy Gorman has a shot, but well over the top.
Another half, him and on, that's it. Come on, let's keep thinking about it. Why not, Joe? Come on, keep the ball. Come on. Come on, Joe.
Connors now a high ball across the field to Tommy Murphy, being challenged by Peter Madigan, and is out over the line for another throw to Broadford. Peter Madigan now with the throw, won by Terry Quaid to Paddy Gorman, but back in again. Peter Madigan's on the ball there and kicks it out over the line again for a throw to Bins. No real pattern to this game yet, a lot of high ball wasted. No set pattern yet. So taken to Bins. Benji Shee was on the ball. Dan Egan clears it out, and he takes a nasty kick there from Benji Shee here. And Dan is down in the field. Benji Shee here getting a yellow card there for that late tackle. Dan Egan, this could be very serious for Broadford if this is a bad injury. Dan playing very well all this season for Broadford. Had a great game here on Saturday night, the drawn game. Jim Mahoney there attending to Danny Egan. The Broadford manager Johnny in and running around there to the field. I think this looks very serious. Dan has been taken off, his leg is all strapped up. It looks very serious indeed. And this is a sad blow to Broadford, and to Dan especially, as he is captain of this team. His first time trying to win a Desmond Cup final as captain. The substitute coming on for Broadford is Dennis Collard. Dennis Collard goes on. Danny Egan is taken off the field. There is owns with a free kick to Broadford. Peter Merrigan back to the keeper. Dennis Collard, the long kick out. Marty Fitzgibbon nods it on, and he's gone out over the line for another Broadford throw. And it's nodded out again over the line by Tommy Murphy for another Broadford throw. Peter Madden throws it into Dennis Collard, across the field to Eugene Sheehy. Damon Sexton is running onto it. Damon still going with it. He tips it across now to over Shawnee McCarthy's head. Darren O'Brien, who tips it across to Dennis Collard. Dennis still on the ball now, but he's won now by Teddy Quaid for St. Ben's. And it's kicked out over the line by Eugene Sheehy for a throw to St. Ben's. Sean McCarthy with the throw. Morris McCarthy comes across and kicks it out over the line. A throw to Ben's.
Come on, Ted, lift him up again, come on. Ted.
Taken by Sean McCarthy and kicked out and gone out again for another throw to St. Ben's. Sean McCarthy to take it again. Drops it into Peter Gorman. He's cleared out there again by Morris McCarthy, very determined. On to Billy O'Brien. It's being chased now by John Sheehy. John Sheehy on the ball now, taking on Conor Hearn and beating him, coming into the penalty area, across the penalty area. Cleared out there by Mikey Connors, down to Billy O'Brien, but it's taken away from him and cleared out, but Peter Madigan gets it and drops it across the area again. Eamon Sexton kicks it in now and Billy O'Brien is on it. And a good save there by the Murphy and the Ben's goal. A first real effort from Broadford. Ball kicked out and won by Eugene Sheehy. James Collins the ball now. A good clearance out, won by Charlie Butler onto Ian O'Brien, and he tips it onto John Sheehy. John Sheehy kicks it across to Billy O'Brien, chasing the ball now as he's running for the inline. He holds it in play and tips it across. It is won there by Massey Fitzgibbon. But it's back again with Broadford by Peter Madigan. Kicks it across the field and he's cleared out again, but only for Charlie Butler. Charlie across to Billy O'Brien. Billy kicks it in and cleared by Conor Hearn out to Tommy Murphy, but Broadford on it again. Now they lose it to Massey Fitzgibbon, who kicks it well down the field. Joe Shea is there to tidy up to Peter Madigan. Peter has the ball now, he kicks it up. It is won again and cleared again by Joe Shea. Joe Shea having a great game here tonight. And another free there, won by Joe Shea. Tommy Murphy, a high boot there. Is a free kick to Broadford. This game beginning to liven up a bit now. Peter Madigan with the free to Broadford. 10 yards inside his own half. A good long free kick from Peter. Nodded down by Benji Sheehy out over the line and throw to Broadford. Billy O'Brien with the ball. Throws it in to Denny Scarlett. Tackled by Massey Fitzgibbon, but evades the tackle. Back to Billy O'Brien. Billy O'Brien takes on Benji Sheehy and beats him. Coming into the edge of the penalty area, has a shot. And well held again by Murphy in the Ben's hole. Long clearance out, won by Peter Madigan there. And in again, Mikey Connors there with the ball, but he's half locked down, the ball goes up in the air. Comes to him again, but he only nods it into his own area. Won by Eamon O'Brien now onto Charlie Butler, and he's been called. And no free here, this is unbelievable. He's brought down inside the penalty area, no free. Ball cleared out now, again into the Ben's half. But it goes back to Eamon's collar, no danger here. The ball is well held by Eamon. A long clearance out now, won by Harvey Quaid, middle of the field. Terry Quaid, sorry. Mikey Connors nods it out. On to Charlie Butler again, who is having a great game here tonight again. Gorman there wins it for Ben's, but Joe Shea has it now, and he taps it out over the sideline for another throw to Ben's.
Let's give up the pressure.
Out to Peter Gorman. Peter Gorman being faced by Eugene Sheehy. And a free kick there to Ben's. Mikey Connors out to take the free kick. Mikey Connors now for Ben's, ready to take this free kick. He drops it in into Gorman, but he kicks it very wide. Very wide. No danger here either for Broadford.
Come on, Carol, run that off, come on.
Game in 6 now, getting ready to take the kick out for Broadford.
Come on, lads, come on again, Kane.
A half an hour gone here and still no score. Morris McCarthy on the ball, dropping it high into the Bins penalty area. Billy O'Brien goes up for it, or Eamon O'Brien goes up for it and loses it. John Sheehy is beaten and the ball comes out again. Gorman on the ball, only as far as Eugene Sheehy. He drops it in again, but Mikey Connors is there and nods it out to Terry Quaid. Terry Quaid, out to Tommy Murphy. Tomas is given Terry Quaid again. Playing good football now at the moment, but O'Shea is there to clear it. And he goes back to Eamon Scholar when he comes out. And clears the ball well out the field again. Eamon O'Brien wins it in the air. But there's no help there with him. Mikey Connors clears it out. Out to Gorman. Tomas is given. But Peter Madigan is on the ball there for Broadford and clears it out the field. Out to Dennis Collard. Flag is up there. So free kick to Bins. No, sorry, a toe. Bins is here, he takes the toe into Teddy Quaid. And that's another free kick for Bins. Pushed there by Eugene Sheehy and Gorman. There's a free kick to Bins. It's a similar situation now to the drawn game on Saturday night. Mikey Connors flashed it off at the crossbar and he came down and out. A lucky escape for Broadford. And Mikey is taking the free again tonight. Goes out for a corner, and the flag is up here on this side. It's offside to the free kick to Broadford. Eamon Scholar takes this with himself. Well into the Broadford, the Bins penalty area. Billy O'Brien is beaten there in the effort, but Peter Madigan wins the free kick. A bad tackle there on Peter Madigan. That's a red card here for Tommy Murphy for a very dusty tackle on Peter Madigan. He's walking off the field. Peter is still flat out in the field. The Bins penalty area. Billy O'Brien is beaten there in the effort, but Peter Madigan wins the free kick. A bad tackle there on Peter Madigan. The Bins penalty area. Billy O'Brien is beaten there in the effort, but Peter Madigan wins the free kick. A bad tackle there on Peter Madigan. Maurice McCarthy takes the free kick for Broadford. A shot one, won by Massey Fitzgibbon, but Maurice McCarthy is there again and drops, kicks it in, won by John Sheehan there, and it goes in all the way into the keeper. He grabs it and clears it well out the field for St. Ben's into the Broadford half. The ball won here by another free kick to Ben's. Father Gorman brought down. 25 yards out. Mikey Connor's coming up to take it. This free kick in a dangerous position now for Broadford. 25 yards out. Harvey Cade runs up and drops it well over the top for a goal kick. Famous scholar now to kick out. Comes to Billy O'Brien. Billy O'Brien and Master Fitzgibbon. Billy tips it back to Peter Madigan and he goes out for the throw to Broadford. Throw taken by Peter Madigan. Won by Denise Collard. A handball there, a free kick to St. Ben's. Mikey Connors to take the free. See out to Connor Ahern. Connor beats Tom in there. Denise Collard comes back again. And he wins a free kick. Father Gorman goes out to take this. About 20 yards out on the sideline. Good free kick, well headed away by Eugene Sheehy, out to his brother John. Cleared there by Conor Ahern, only half cleared. Charlie Butler is on the ball for Broadford on to Billy O'Brien. The flag is up on the far side. Yeah. Another free kick there to St. Ben's. Long kick from Mikey Connors into between Father Gorman and Massey Fitzgibbon. Tipped out for a corner by Joe Shear. 37 minutes gone now and still no score in this game. And Harvey Craig, a lovely corner there, but nodded wide by Harvey Craig. Dermot Sexton takes the kick out now. A good long one, won by Kate Quaid in the middle of the field. Dennis Scholar goes up and gets the rebound to Billy O'Brien. The flag is up in, handball there by Billy. Pinja Sheehy places the ball. Mikey Connors comes up, takes the shot one to Conor Ahern. Going across the field, across to Benji again. Benji another shot one to Terry Quaid. Terry Quaid kicks it into his brother Harvey. He's well tackled and Joe Shea gets it well out the field there again. To John Sheehy, to Charlie Butler. Into Eamon O'Brien, was being fouled there. Hand on the back of Eamon O'Brien down to the free kick to Broadford.
On the line!
Eugene Sheehy to take it. A lovely free kick there by Eugene Sheehy. Into the penalty area, comes out to Billy O'Brien and cleared out again by Mikey Connors. Out to the waiting Joe Shea and nods it out over the touchline for a throw to Bins. Benji Sheehy takes the throw.
Come on, Joe.
Into Gorman. Gorman nods it out for a throw to Broadford. To be taken by Peter Madigan. Longest throw in, Benji Sheehy wins it. Denny Gorman gets the rebound to Terry Quaid. And a high ball up in the air again to Terry's brother Harvey. Tackled by Eamon Sexton and beaten to Eamon O'Brien. Eamon is going in with his ball and being held there by pushed off the ball with no free by Harvey Quaid again. Joe Shea clears it out to Eugene Sheehy. Harvey Quaid on it, it's into the field, kicks it into Massey Fitzgibbon, but he fails to control it. And Morris McCaffrey clears the ball out to Billy O'Brien. Back to Dennis Scholar, to Charlie Butler. Charlie is beaten there, but Dennis Scholar comes and back and wins the ball. A great ball there, but Dennis Scholar is going in with it. It bounces off one of the Bins defenders, and Michael Connors comes out with it. He's still not cleared. Now he comes out, but this one is for Eugene Sheehy to Gorman. Across the penalty there in the middle of the field to Massey Fitzgibbon. Massey too coming up along the wing with it, tips it in, but Morris McCaffrey comes out and wins it well there for Broadford. A lovely ball by Morris to Denny Scholar. Denny Scholar down the ball now, being tackled by Fitzgibbon into Billy O'Brien. Billy O'Brien gets his shot in, but it goes wide. Nice play there from Broadford. Denny Scholar playing well since he came on.
Come on, Joe, make me show.
Mikey Connors now with the kick out for Vince. Long kick dropping into the Broadford area, nodded on by Massey Fitzgibbon, but won by Morris McCarthy again. And it's another free kick. Morris McCarthy been taken, Denise Scholar been taken down by Massey Fitzgibbon. Eugene Sheehy goes over to take it. Couple of yards inside the Bins half. Nice free kick in, but it's just gone. No one there, it's gone wide. There. We're close now to half time here, just about 2 minutes left in the game, the first half. And here comes Denise Scholar, wins the ball across the area and onto Charlie Butler. And he's cleared out. That was a great chance there for Broadford. Eamon O'Brien, Charlie Butler's on again, and Murphy comes in and clears it out. Huh? This kicking. The goal wouldn't have counted there anyway as the Broadford were offside. Now, the clear out, clearance. Eamon O'Brien is on the ball for Broadford. Brings it in along the wing, beats his man, turns his man and beats him. Kicks it into the 6-yard box, which is cleared out by Quaid. All he has got is Denise Collard, but he's beaten by Massey Fitzgibbon. To Padder Gorman. Denise Collard is chasing Padder Gorman now. Padder Gorman still on the ball, being chased all the time. But now Peter Madigan is on the ball and kicks it out for a throw ball. Yes, he's giving a free kick instead of a throw. Ted Quaid goes over to take it. Here he comes with it. Nice free kick into the box, and he's nodded out and gone wide by Harvey Quaid. As we approach injury time now.
Come on, give a call.
James Sexton kicks it out, which is one in the centre of the field by Conor Ahern. But Peter Madigan has it and taps it back to Eamon Scollett. There's a good clearance from Eamon. Won by Mikey Connors in the middle of the field. T.D. Scollett goes up with Massey Fitzgibbon. Massey gets the drop of the ball and it goes out over the line. A throw to Binns.
Come on, lads, go to him.
Binji takes the throw into Teddy Quaid. Back to Binji again. But Binji waits a good opportunity and tries the well out over the sideline and wide. The in-line and wide.
Come on, Joe.
Eamon Sexton now with the kick out for Broadford. Out to Billy O'Brien. Billy O'Brien wins in there, but he nods it out over the line for a throw to Binns. Binji Sheehy with the throw. Into Conor Ahern. Out comes Eugene Sheehy and a long ball and Eamon O'Brien gets on it, but it's just too far. Murphy is out for it. Long clearance out by Murphy. Nodded in by Massey Fitzgibbon, but only into the hands of Eamon Scollett.
Come on.
Eamon O'Brien on the ball. On to John Sheehy. John slips there and Conor Ahern comes away with the ball. Only as far as Eugene Sheehy who pumps it in again. Billy O'Brien on the ball. Oh, bad one there from Billy. And well wide. And still no score here as we're well into injury time now. Minute and a half into injury time here and still no score. Kick out by Mikey Connors. Won by Garvin in the middle of the field. Tips it into Harvey Quaid. Harvey well watched there by Eamon Sexton. He tips it across to Ted Quaid. Ted Quaid will be so shade there, but he's watched two men around him again and there's nowhere to go. Out over the line for a throw to Binns.
Go on, lad, go into the line, friend.
Harvey Quaid with the throw. Charlie Butler gets it and tips it out and there goes the half-time whistle. Scoreless here at Ballygowan Park at half-time. The replay of the Desmond Cup final between Binns and Broadford United here.
on the ball again. Not fit enough, man.
We're back here now again for the start of the second half. No changes on either team, starting as they finished the first half. And the news from the dressing room is that Dan Egan's injury is not as serious as we first thought. It is a sad loss to Broadford. Referee is checking his linesman. And there's the kick-off, Bins to kick-off. Long one in to the Broadford area by Mikey Connors. Eamon Sexton kicks it back and out over the sideline for a throw to Bins. Harvey played with the thrower to his brother, back to Harvey again. Nodded in by Massive Gibbon, collected there by Eamon Scollard. A long clearance by Eamon out into the Bins half. Won by Broadford. John Sheehy on the ball, and it was out for the corner to Broadford. First corner of the second half to Broadford. Eugene Sheehy comes out to take it.
Come on, lads, the man up here. Go him, Joe.
Here's Eugene with the corner now. Nice corner across, but nodded out there by Binji Sheehy. Out to Padder Gorman from Manus McCarthy. Padder wins it. Out to Massey Fitzgibbon. Massey across the field to the far side of the field. Won by Eamon Sexton. A throw to Broadford. Eamon Sexton, a long throw into John Shea here. And it goes out for a corner to Broadford.
Come on, let's get it out, lads.
Broadford's second corner now in the second half. Eugene Sheehy was the first to take it.
Pick him up. The man up here. Come on, lads, let's get the ball side. Picking him up, come on.
In it comes from Eugene, a good corner, but nodded out there by Katie Quaid. Out to Harvey, to Padder Gorman, but Joe Shea comes in and clears it way down the field again. Binji Shea on it now for Bins. They're enough to say a full perch. Binji Shea here, huh? Binji Shea with the throw now for Bins. Up the line, won by Charlie Butler. Massey Fitzgibbon gone out for another Broadford throw. Peter Madigan to take the throw. Charlie Butler wins it. Padder Gorman gets the ball now. Being chased now by Billy O'Brien. And beaten by Billy. Billy has the ball now. Kicks it in, and Denise Scollard is running onto it. Denise being tackled now by Massey Fitzgibbon. And Denise is still fighting for the ball. Massey Fitzgibbon has it now and kicks it out over the line for the throw to Broadford. Dinny with a quick one into Charlie Butler, back to Dinny, out to Peter Madigan. Peter across the penalty area, Emerald goes up. It is cleared out by Garman there for Bins. Well into the Broadford half. Joe Shea has this one in control. He kicks it out to Eamon Sexton. But Sexton is beaten there for the ball, and Joe Shea recovers again to kick it out of the line for a touch. Sean McCarthy with the throw. Into Dave Quaid. Another throw for Bins. A foul throw there. Throw to Broadford. Eamon Sexton to take it. Eamon to Eugene Shea here. Back to Eamon Sexton. A high ball into the Bins area, and it's Eamon O'Brien is chasing it, but it's cleared out there with McCarthy. Out to Garman, to Terry Quaid, across the field. Another wasted ball there by Bins, out over the line for another throw to Broadford. Denise Collard with the throw into Peter Madigan, back to Denise Collard. Denise goes down along the line and beats his man well there, and Denise still in the ball now. He drops it in, but it goes wide.
Let's keep playing, lads. Come on, let's go!
Long kick out there now from Mikey Connors. Won by Garman there in the middle of the field. Charlie Butler touches it, but he loses out again to Garman. Eamon Sexton is there, and Charlie Butler clears it out. Out to Eamon O'Brien. He tips it out to the wing. Out to Eugene Shea here. Eugene pumps it into the penalty area. Chased by John Shea here. The goalie is there. And safe hands from Murphy, the goalkeeper for Bins. Tips it out to Benji Shea here. Being tackled now by Peter Madigan and Mossy Fitzgibbon. Denise Collard tips it out over the line for a throw to Bins. To be taken by Benji Shea here. Into Ted Quaid. And it's a free kick there for a high tackle by Charlie Butler. Mikey Connors comes up to take it. Mikey pumps it into the penalty area. Nodded out there by Morris McCarthy. On to Eugene Shea here, who kicks it on to Eamon O'Brien now. That's 3 here now for Broadford. But Ahern beats Eamon O'Brien there. Eamon still battling on for it. There's a throw ball for Broadford. Eugene Shea, he takes the throw. A high one into Charlie Butler. And it's cleared out there by Mikey McCarthy. Out to Harvey Quaid, but he pumps it back into his own penalty area, and Billy O'Brien gets a shot in, but easily held there by the keeper. Shot went out to Harvey Quaid, and he pumps it into the centre of the pit, but it's cleared there by Joe Shea to Denise Collard. A nice ball out there now to Peter Madigan by Denise Collard. Peter drops it in between Mikey Connors and John Shea here. And Conor Ahern. Mikey Connors gets it out to Master Fitzgibbon. Back to Benji Shea here. And he drops the high one up into the Broadford half of the field. Nodded out by Morris McCarthy to Denise Collard. Denise wins a ball beautifully here. Out to Peter Madigan. Peter Madigan, Billy O'Brien. Billy O'Brien beaten in the air. Charlie Butler comes in and gives away the free.
Get up!
Benji Shea down here, the referee talking to the linesman. Billy O'Brien being called over by the referee, also Benji Shea here. Benji Shea already been booked. An off the ball incident there with the referee's back turned. And it's 2 more gone to the line. Billy O'Brien and Binche here. A sub warming up here now on the line for Binns. O'Connell. Mikey Connors with the free kick. A long high one into the Broadford penalty area, nodded across and out for a throw to Binns by Joe Shear. The throw has been taken by Terry Quaid, won by Dennis Collard. On back again to Terry Quaid, across the centre of the pitch. Harvey Quaid on the ball now. Tips it in, but Eamon Sexton gets it out to Peter Madigan. Peter gets the clearance out for over the line for another throw to Binns.
Come on, Ben!
Sean McCarthy now takes the throw. Won by Charlie Butler, but the ball was out. A foul throw there, a throw now to Broadford instead. Sean McCarthy fouling the throw. Eamon Sexton with the throw now for Broadford. Eamon with the long throw down the line. Won by the Binns, but on his far as Charlie Butler, and Charlie tips it in. John Sheehan is in there, but it's cleared out again by Mikey Connors. As far as Morris McCarthy. Charlie Butler goes for it. And he's won again by Morris McCarthy to Peter Madigan. But Mossy Fitzgibbon gets it back for Binns. And cleared out there again by Eamon Sexton. Another throw to Binns. This looks like another free in for Binns. A high tackle. Binns down to 9 men and Broadford down to 10. Free kick now for Binns. Mikey Connors and Peter Gorman over the ball. Peter Gorman sends it in, but it's well blocked down by Morris McCarthy. And Morris wins the ball, but gives it out over the line again for a throw to Binns. To be taken by Sean McCarthy. Sean takes the throw, which is cleared out again, but comes across the edge of the penalty area. Mossy Fitzgibbon now chasing it. Also Dennis Scholar from Broadford. Dennis Scholar wins it. And he beats his man well and takes him on down the line for a good ball from Dennis Scholar to John Sheehy. John Sheehy baits Conor Ahern and sends a lovely ball across, well held there by the keeper. Thrown out quickly out to Peter Gorman, who beats Eamon Sexton. Goes up along the wing now with the ball into the Broadford half. Chips it in, but Joe Shea is there and he nods it out to Eamon Sexton. And he's gone out wide off of Harvey Quaid. Eamon Sexton now placing the ball for a kick out.
Come on again now.
A good long kick from Eamon.
Right, Mike.
Well into the Binns half and cleared out there again by Mikey Connors. Mikey having a good game here for Binns. Peter Madigan chases the ball back. And gives away the throw again for Broadford to Binns.
Come on, lads, let's lift it up again.
Pedal Gorman takes the throw this time into Harvey Quaid. He's tackled by Charlie Butler and Dennis Scholar, but he still gets the kick in. And it goes into the hands of Eamon Scholar. Eamon Scholar, the long ball out to Dinny, and he is fouled. A free to Broadford. He pointed the wrong way. Peter Madigan takes the free for Broadford. He's just in, but he's gone out wide for another goal kick. Still no score, and this will be well into the second half. Mikey Connors places the ball for the kick out. Mikey with another long kick out well into the Broadford area. Headed down by Matthew Fitzgibbon, Heather Gorman and Joe Shea. Joe Shea down again, but Heather Gorman still on the ball, and he kicks it out and gives away a throw to Broadford.
Right.
Joe stays still down on the field, being it into the by Jim Mahoney. He's coming off the pitch for the moment anyway. And Peter Madigan ready to take the throw. Seamus Hafnett is getting ready to come in for Broadford. Seamus Hafnett is on, Joe Shea has gone off. Another blow to Broadford. Throw is taken. Padel Gorman has it. Jade Quaid being challenged by Charlie Butler. Now Seamus Hafnett is first touch after coming on. Hits the ball well down the field. But it's gone out over the line and a throw to Binns.
Come on! Come on! On the line, Mike, on the line.
Mikey Connors to take the throw for Binns. Won by Peter Madigan. Back to Mikey Connors. Won by Seamus Hafnett. Seamus across the field. Down out round, but he's beaten by Shawnee McCarthy. Out to Harvey Quaid. Tackled. And the ball is put out over the line there for another throw by Emma Sexton. Both sets of backs playing very well here tonight. Very little opportunities. The throw to Binns taken. Won by Harvey Quaid, but he loses it. Charlie Butler gets it out for Broadford. It is won back again by Binns and given away again for another throw to Broadford, to Binns. Damon Sexton kicks it a high one out over the touchline again for yet another throw. Sean McCarthy takes the throw into Terry Quaid, and out comes Eugene Sheehan and wins it well in the air for Broadford. And again to Gorman, and Eugene Sheehan once more now playing centre half for Broadford. Plays it well out for a throw ball. Sean McCarthy now with the ball for Bins.
Come on out, George, don't get drawn, lads. Come on.
And he's cleared out for yet another throw to Bins. A lot of scrappy football at the moment now. No real pattern to the game. The ball is won by Broadford now from that throw to John Shea here. Needs some long high ball into the area, but Murphy is out to collect it. No problems there for Murphy in the Bins goal. Murphy kicks a long high ball down the centre of the field. Massive given wins it, but Eamon Sexton is there. Harvey Quaid has it now, but only out back out. Seamus Happiness for Broadford. Down on to Eamon O'Brien. He's watched now by Sean McCaffrey, and he tips it to give it a shot one, but he gives it away. Seamus Happy loses it out there. But now Bins are after giving it away again to Peter Madigan of Broadford. He needs colour goals for it. And it's a throw for Broadford. Peter Madigan to take the throw. To John Shea here. The ball is won again by Gorman for Bins. Norris McCarthy taps it back to his keeper. There was a long high ball again down the centre. Won by Teddy Quaid. Eugene Shea here pumps it out, back out again. Won by Mikey O'Connor for Bins. Heather Gorman on the ball now, being chased by Eugene Shea here, or John Shea here, and beaten by John Shea here. Only comes as far as Conor Hearn for Bins. He kicks it across the field again, and it's gone out for another throw. As I say, a lot of negative play here at the moment. Good throw there by Dean Scollard, nods it on. Seamus Happy does it on, but only gives it away again. Eugene Shea here on the ball now on his own half. Good clearance now from Eugene again. Won by Padder Gorman. A shot went in. And Peter Madigan is there to clear it out, but only as far as David Quaid, Charlie Butler, there again to clear it out. Out to Eamon O'Brien. Eamon O'Brien closely watched now by Sean McCaffrey. And still Eamon O'Brien forced back into his own half of the field, and he taps it back to his own keeper. A long one out from Eamon, won the centre of the field by David Quaid. Eamon Sexton clears it out for Broadford. Only as far as Gorman Bins. Back into the, again won by Harvey Quaid. And Harvey wastes another good chance there for Bins. And Eamon Sexton has gone down injured.
Come on, lads, let's get in there.
Eamon calling for attention. Unless Sean Foley now for the comment while the play is held up.
Well, this first half starting much as the second ended, very exciting and fast moving game, but just slowing down of late, and a lot of scrappy play on both sides, and after these two men, one from each side, send off, it seems to slow down the pace of the game altogether. And another man on the field now getting attention from Broadford, showing that it is a hard, tough game, and I'll hand you back to Michael.
Thanks, Sean. 24 minutes now into the second half and still no score. Desmond gets up anyway, ready to resume play. Eugene Sheehy ready to hit the ball out for Broadford again. Here comes Eugene now. A good long kick out the field out. One in the air by his brother John. Denise Scholar goes for it, but he's beaten. But Seamus Hatley gets it for Broadford and tips it across the field to Charlie Butler. But Michael Connors comes in and wins it. Peter Madigan clears it out. All the fellas Conor Ahern, and he kicks it back into the Broadford half again. But Amos Sexton is there and wins it for Broadford. As he Harvey Quaid is back again on the ball for Fins. And there's another free kick there now, and following Conor Ahern by John Shea here. There's a free kick, but 30 yards out, 35 yards out. Nice free kick now, dropped into the edge of the penalty area, but it's knocked down by Eugene Shea here, and he goes out for the throw. Paddle Gorman to take the throw.
Come on, lads. Don't get caught though, Joe. Don't get caught, Joe. Come on, Mikey.
So into Terry Quaid. Back to Paddle Gorman, who wins the ball, but he's held up there again. And Charlie Butler comes out and wins it. And wins the ball and clears it out for Broadford. Back in again by Joe Gorman. Only out of Father's Conor Ahern, but Denise Collard is there and wins the ball again for Broadford. The ball down the wing, but it's cleared out there again by Mikey Connors. Peter Madigan wins it in the air. And Seamus Hatley tips it back for Morris McCarthy to clear it out again onto Denise Collard. And Denise Collard is beaten to the ball, but he goes out over the line and another throw for Broadford. Peter Madigan to take it. Amos Sexton running off now to change his vote. Throw is taken by Peter Madigan to Charlie Butler. The ball is won by Bins to Paddle Gorman. He sends in another wasted effort there. Very bad effort again now by Gorman. A lot of wasted chances. Amos Sexton still off the field. Eugene Sheehy prepares to kick the ball out for Broadford. Amos Sexton now comes back onto the field. A long kick out there by Eugene Sheehy. Mikey Connors wins it there in the heart of the defence for Benz. And to take Quaid. Quaid low in along the ground into Harvey. And Harvey Quaid wins a free kick. Position of some danger here now for Broadford. This free kick just outside the edge of the penalty area. A couple of yards out from the in line. To be taken by Mikey Connors. Broadford wall faced this kick. Shot one, but it's gone well over the top again and wide.
Come on, Mikey, get it into the danger area. Well done.
This goal will say.
Eugene Shea with the kick out, and it is won by Massive Skiven. Back into Eugene Shea here, and he tips it back to his keeper.
Make him pick him up. Make him pick it up and then drop. No, drop.
Long kick out, clearance there now by Eamon Scollard. Nodded down by Gorman. So the ball is kicked high into the air again by Conor Ahern. Only as far as M16, but he nods it out over the line again for another Ben's throw. Throw taken for Ben's. John Sheehy wins it, and he's out for another throw. Shawnee McCafferty to take the throw. Into Ted Quaid. Back to McCafferty, tackled by Butler. And you see here. To cross volley as far as Gorman. Gorman to Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon taps it on. It's well held there again by the Broadford defence. Eamon Scollard. The clearance. Only as far as Gorman again. Offside there. Ben's offside.
Again. One power.
Eamon Sexton to take the free. Midway inside his own half. Good long one from Eamon dropping. Just nodded out in by Mikey Connors, put back in by Morris the captain to Heather Gorman. Gorman and Fitzgibbon fight for and Peter Madigan taps it down along the wing, but it goes out over the line, and another throw for St. Vince to be taken by Heather Gorman. And he's headed back straight out over the line again by Vince for a throw to Broadford. John Sheehy comes out to take it. No, he gives it to Peter Madigan. He takes the throw into Seamus Happy, but he's cleared out again and out over the line again for another throw to Broadford. And it's another throw. This game is riddled with throws at the moment. A lot of booting the ball without any real method. Very little control football at the moment. Broadford trying to get something moving here now, but out comes Conor Ahern again and pumps it way down the field into the Broadford hands of the Broadford goalkeeper. Came out to the edge of his box. Kicks a long one down the field, won by Dinny Scollard, but out to Gorman over. Dinny Scollard gets it back in and back out again to Dinny. Out to John Sheehy. John Sheehy kicks it over his head now, drops a high one in between Connors and Butler. Connors wins the throw of the ball. Out to Harvey Quaid. Harvey plays it out to the wing now between Ted Quaid and John Sheehy. John Sheehy beats him for it. Coming in around the wing now with it. A high one into the penalty area. Lashed by O'Brien when he comes as far as Scollard. It is pumped out again by Gorman. Gorman only as far as Morris McCafferty, but Morris kicks it well wide. The flag, the linesman calling the attention of the referee here. The referee clearing the touchline here. The supporters encroaching on the pitch. There is now with the kick out for Bins by Mikey Connors. Mikey a long kick out well into the Broadford half, nodded on by Harvey Quaid. It's cleared out by Peter Madigan. Sent back in again by Mikey Connors. Nodded out by Eamon Sexton. As far as Gorman. To Padder Gorman. But Dinny Scollard gets to touch it. Dinny Scollard now beats his man and is brought down. Fouled there by Padder Gorman. A free kick to Broadford. Eugene free, he takes the free kick. Good high when I went to the pins here, but Mikey Connors is there again, as always, to win the high ball. Harvey Quaid tips the ball back to his brother Ted. He's challenged by John Shea, but gets his kick in, but is now cleared out again by Manus McCaffrey as far as Eamon O'Brien. Eamon O'Brien turns his man and tips the ball over him. Charlie chases the ball now, Charlie Butler, and it's gone out over the touchline for the throw to Broadford. A foul throw there by Charlie. Johnny McCarthy takes the throw. As if he's given touches on, but as far as Morris McCarthy, this kicks it, but he gets his second chance at it. Back, Denise Scholar has the ball now in the middle of the field, and challenged by Gorman, and kicks it out over the line for another throw to Broadford. Peter Merrigan to take the throw. So Seamus Hapty. Seamus Hapty to Morris McCaffrey. Morris McCaffrey kicks it across the field, and Eamon Sexy is there and gets it in and goes after it again, and she's kicked out over the line for the second throw to Binns. Sean McCarthy takes the throw to Binns to Pedro Gorman. Pedro wins the ball, is challenged, but he still wins the ball, and the ball just drops in to the Broadford goal, and he catches it and clears it well out the field again. Being chased now, chasing the ball now, but Dennis Scholar takes it and gets his throw. The throw for Dennis Scholar to Morris McCaffrey. Morris is chased now by Massive Gibbon, but he wins. Morris is brought down, but there's no free, and Charlie Butler is there, and the ball is kicked in, but it's well held there again by the Murphy and the Binns goal. It's a mighty long clearance out the field, and Eugene Sheehy is there and clears it well out the field again. Massive Gibbon kicks it a long one across the field. Looks like it's going for another throw. Throw to Broadford again. John Sheehy throws, takes the throw. Eamon O'Brien wins the ball, but it goes out for the corner.
Come on out, John, no man loose.
Corner to Broadford. Eugene Sheehy moves up for this. Taken by Eamon Sexton.
Let's get the marker now. Come on now, Mikey!
A good corner right into across the box, but it evades all the Broadford forwards, but Seamus Happy comes out and he loses there to Pedro Gorman, and he takes down Pedro Gorman. Another free kick to Binns. Mikey Connors to take the free kick. He takes a quick run into Pedro Gorman. Challenged by Peter Merrigan. Ball cleared out the field, and Conway Hannon is there for it. Kicks it in again into Terry Quaid. He boots it high into the air. And Peter Merrigan now races for the ball with Marcy Fitzgibbon. Marcy Fitzgibbon still on the ball, and well held there by Eamon Scholar in the Broadford goals. Marcy Fitzgibbon on the ball again now for Binns. Being watched by Denny Scholar, then Peter Merrigan. Peter Merrigan wins the ball to Denny Scholar. Denny loses it again now, and Harvey Quaid is on it. Harvey tips it back to Massey Fitzgibbon, but there's Morris McCaffrey to clear it out. Farris Seamus Happy, but Gorman wins the ball and beats Happy there. Morris McCaffrey is there again, out to Seamus Happy, across the field to Charlie Butler. And Charlie beats his man and pumps it down the field. Going near the touchline, and Mikey Connors gives away the corner there. Another corner for Broadford out of really nothing really. Into the last 6 minutes here now, and it's still scoreless.
Come on out, Kelly, get in there, get this ball out.
Now 16 places the ball now for the corner. A nice corner across, and it's cleared by the Bins defence again. A good corner there, but Desmond O'Brien kicks it out as well. He was offside anyway, the flag was up. Mikey Connors takes the free kick now. Out to the volley. Volley, a long high kick into the Broadford area. Peter Madigan chases back and brings down the ball and controls it and clears it well out the field again between Madigan, or between Gorman and Seamus Happy. Seamus Six now gets the ball, leaves it run back to his keeper. Seamus Collard with the long kick out now, won by Hernan. One is Farrell's free here, but he loses it and turn to Quaid, who loses it and turn to Charlie Butler, who gives it away to Shawnee McCarthy. Shawnee pumps it in all the way now, and it's running wide again. Another wasted ball.
All right, kid, come on.
Eugene Sheehy now kicking the ball out again for Broadford. Into the last 5 minutes here of normal time. John Sheehy has it in midfield and tips it on, but Gorman is there. Holds it in midfield and then lets it in to Matthew Fitzgibbon. And John Sheehy is there again, and Eugene Sheehy clears it out the field. And Gorman gives away the throw again to Broadford. John Sheehy takes a good long one this time. Out, Mikey Connors pumps it back in. On to Peter Madigan, who controls it and clears it out. To Harvey Quaid, and Eugene Sheehy is there again. Nice ball dropping in now, but the Bins defence are very solid in the air. Mikey Connors wins that ball there and brings it out. Just inside his own half, he kicks it into Harvey Quaid, challenged by Morris McCarthy. Kicks it to his brother Harvey, and Eugene Sheehy's there again and clears it out the field. Charlie Butler, Charlie loses that one there. John Sheehy gets back to win the ball for Broadford, give away the throw. About 3 minutes left of normal time now, the second half. And still no score. The ball is coming in now for the throw to be taken by Bins. Sean McCarthy with the ball. Goes into get Quaid, he taps it off his boot and kicks in a high one, but kicks it out in line and wide.
Come on, Joe, keep kicking.
Eugene Sheehy with the kick out for Broadford. A good long one, and Charlie Butler beaten there in the air by Sean McCarthy. Gets the throw for Broadford. Eamon Sexton wins it to Eamon O'Brien. He tips it to Charlie. Charlie knocked there closely by Conor Hearn and brought down and fouled there. Another free for Broadford. Eugene Peaty comes up to take it. Morris McCarthy and Eamon Sexton stay back. And all the rest move up for this. Lowest one in by Eugene. And it's cleared out by Vince. Morris McCarthy has it. And kicks it well down the field again. One by Charlie Butler in there, but Sean McCarthy is back. Being challenged now by Eamon O'Brien. And he loses it out there, and Charlie Butler comes in and wins the ball back to Eamon O'Brien. Comes across the stage to the penalty area, high ball dropping inside. Won again by Eamon, but there Murphy is there again to handle the ball and clear it out the field. The free kick anyway for pushing there by the Broadford attack. Coming to the end of normal time now and still no goals here. Low kick out there by Mikey Connors, won by Charlie Butler to Eamon O'Brien. Eamon O'Brien tips it. It is blocked down by Conor Hearn for the throw. Normal time is up here now. We're playing injury time. Eamon Sexton with the throw for Broadford. Throws in a long one, won by Charlie Butler on to Eamon O'Brien. Eamon sends it across the penalty area, and Denise Collard goes up for it, but he seems to be pushing his man, and it's a free out for Ben. Shot free there, tipped back to the goal again by Mikey Connors. Now in injury time here. Murphy kicks out the ball, won by Massey Fitzgibbon into the hands of Eamon Collard in the Broadford goal. A long kick out from Eamon now, dropping around the halfway line. Denise Collard goes up and Farmer wins the ball. A free kick there for a foul and O'Gorman there. Mikey Connors comes up to take it. Well into injury time here now. The referee looking at his watch again, checking with his linesman. Gives Mikey Connors now with the free kick. Comes it high into the penalty area and well saved there by Eugene Sheehy in the air. Out to Charlie Butler. Charlie has the ball now, being tackled by Teddy Quaid, but still wins the ball. Gives it to Eamon O'Brien, Eamon Sexton. But it's cleared again, half cleared there by the Ben's defence. And it's another free kick to Ben's there for a tackle by Madigan on Massey Fitzgibbon. Referee looking in his watch again. Massey Fitzgibbon on the ball, but he's beaten by Morris McCarthy. And there goes the full-time whistle. And we're now into extra time.
The tiger goes on, Mikey. The tiger goes on.
We're ready now for the kick-off here for the first period of extra time. Ben's the kick-off. Mikey Connors on the ball now, kicks it lower into Massey Fitzgibbon. Massey kicks it in, blocked down by Seamus Hapley, but it's tipped in again by Peter Gorman to Peter Madigan. Massey Fitzgibbon there battling for the ball and wins it. Brings it across the penalty area, a lovely ball across, but no one there for it. John Sheehy now is there and he kicks it out for a throw ball to Binns. A good step there by Binns now.
Come on, that's good, Ted.
Throw to be taken now by Ted Quaid for Binns. to his brother Harvey, and he gives it a foul throw again. Throw to Broadford.
Come on, Ben!
Eamon Sexton now to take the throw for Broadford.
Come on! Keep on!
Desmond takes a long throw up to John Shea here. He kicks it up along the line, up to Emma O'Brien. Tackled by Conor Ahern. Mikey Connors is there now, he gets the clearance. Out, and Seamus happening with it into Eamon O'Brien. He takes on the captain, and the captain beats him. Brings the ball out the wing. Picks it down, but Eamon Sexton is there again and wins it in the air for Broadford. Only as far as Peather Gorman. He's being watched now, followed by Morris McCaffrey. And Morris wins the ball and gives away the throw to Broadford. He'll take the throw himself. Long throw out to Massey Fitzgibbon, but Massey or Mikey Connors. Mikey Connors is going backwards now, but he gives a great ball back in to Peather Gorman, who kicks it out for a wide ball. But it's a corner ball. Went off one of the Broadford defenders for a corner. The corner ball now has been taken by Ted Quaid for Benz. A lovely corner now dropping down in the penalty area, but it's cleared out by Broadford. And a free out anyway. Eugene Sheehy to take the free kick. Good long kick there now by Eugene. Eamon O'Brien, McCarthy wins it. Eamon Sexton gets the rebound. Conor Ahern nods it up in the air. Ted Quaid and Eamon O'Brien. This is a free kick for Benz. Mikey Connors to take the free kick for Benz. That shot went out to Ted Quaid. And he tips it in. There is no one inside, only the Broadford defenders, and Broadford goalie has it. Brings it out, it is his penalty area. Good long clearance from Eamon Scullard. Up the wing, up to Dinny, his brother Dinny, but Gorman nods it out over the touchline for the throw to Broadford. The throw to Morris McCaffrey, to John Shea here. Pumps it high into the penalty area, O'Brien chasing it. And it's a goal for Broadford. No, the referee says play on. The ball looked in, but the referee didn't give it. And the ball is brought out now by Peather Gorman, being chased by John Shea here. A great effort there by Broadford. Eamon O'Brien kicking the ball across the goal. But somehow the Benz defence kept it out. A free kick here now for Benz again, for a tackle on Peather Gorman by John Shea here, who gets a yellow card.
Johnny!
Down.
Mikey Connors to take the free kick.
Back, no, Sean, back!
A low one in, but Eugene Sheehy is there and pumps it back down the field. Charlie Butler there with Conor Ahern. Seamus Hapton misses out. Ossie Fitzgibbon on the ball now, gives it across to Peather Gorman. Being watched by Morris McCaffrey. Gorman is coming inside with the ball. And a great save there by Eamon Scullard in the Broadford goal. And the ball goes wide again from O'Gorman, but it's offside anyway. Eugene Sheehy now with the kick out again. Eugene with a long kick. Aaron O'Brien, but he's beaten this time again by Mikey Connors. Mikey taps it in now, but there's Eugene Sheehy again to clear it. A good long clearance out. Seamus Happy wins it in the middle of the field. Gives it to John Sheehy. John Sheehy. A high one in over the defence, won by Denise Collard. And Aaron O'Brien follows it, but it goes out wide. There's a football being played now at the moment by both sides. The sub coming on now for Benz. A big plate comes out. Brendan O'Gorman. Brendan O'Gorman comes on for Harvey Quaid. Long clearance there now, but Eamon Sexton wins it. To Mikey Connors, to John Sheehy. A chase on now for Eamon O'Brien, and he's onside this time. Oh, and he wastes a glorious chance there by Eamon O'Brien. Kick out now for Vince, one in the middle of the field by Morris McCaptia. To John Sheehy, and off it goes off John Sheehy for a toe to Binns. Well, thrown out to Broadford. Charlie Butler kicks it straight out into touch again. It must have been off the Vince. Peter Madigan with a throw for Broadford now. Nodded in by Denise Collard. But Mikey Connors is there and controls the ball and clears it back out again. Out to Morris Fitzgibbon. He heads it across the field, but Eamon Sexton is there and tips it in to Eamon O'Brien. Eamon Sexton is there again and nods it back in to Eamon O'Brien. Eamon O'Brien has the ball now. He turns his man and fires one in, but she's gone very wide again. Coming close now to the end of the first period of extra time, and still no score. Mikey O'Connor with the kick out for Binns. Dropping in the half-yard line, won by John Sheehy here.
Come on, dude, let's get moving it.
Dennis Collard on it now. Nice ball there for Peter Madigan. Lovely ball in, but no one there for the only two keeper. She comes out, heads of his box and clears the way down the field again. Peter Madigan is there and wins it. And to Charlie Butler. Conor Ahern gets in and tips the ball past him, but Charlie is still there. Now John Sheehy chases it. Been tackled by Conor Ahern. And he kicks the ball out over the line for a throw to Binns. A quick throw taken. Eugene Sheehy gets it away and Eamon Sexton pumps it up into the Binns half, and there goes the first period of extra time. So these two teams getting very tired, they say now at this point. And any mistake could be the end of the end of the game for one of them. Broadford creating the better chances in that period of extra time, but still no goals to show. Broadford ready now to take the kick off.
Come on, come on! Come on, Ben! Come on, Ben! Come on, Paddy!
Referee checks with his linesman. And there Broadford tipped the ball off. John Sheehy tips it in, and Eamon O'Brien is chasing it. Being watched closely by Sean McCafty. Eamon gets inside him and beats him, and he still has the ball inside in the area, being tackled now by Paddy Gorman and beaten by Paddy Gorman. But Eamon Sexton is there now and gets it back in, but it's cleared out by Mickey Connors for another throw to Broadford. Sean McCarthy down now. Looks as if Sean McCarthy is going off the pitch at the moment. Second sub now coming on for Binns, O'Connell. Sean has played very well for Binns there in that wing. Our play will resume now with a throw in for Broadford. Be taken by John Sheehy here.